I hope we have microphone this time. Every time I log in, I'm muted. So I'm going to wait for someone to tell me they can hear me, and then we'll see. We'll see if we do the opening or not. Let's see. Does someone say I'm muted? I don't know. You do. I don't know what that means. Yes. Oh, they can hear me this time? Maybe it fixed itself this time. See, it's very random. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. Who knows why? Magic of StreamYard, people. The magic of StreamYard. It's good to see you all. How are you all on this Wednesday night? Wednesday night. Good to see you, April B, Mr. Dan Yee, Nana Lana. Meryl Landis is here. Jojo. Poison of choice? I don't know. It's a Thursday afternoon here. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe a beer. I know what you're talking about the title. I'll tell you about that later. Kathy is here. Natasha, Rachel, I Hate Mornings, Cakes Boo's here. Deborah made it. Hey, Deborah. Lynn D, Sienna. Who else do we have? Glitter's here. Tuesday night. What day is it here? Oh yeah, sorry. I'm way ahead of you guys. I must be in a different time zone. Yeah, it's Tuesday. I don't know why. I thought it was Thursday. Too many days with a T. No, it's Wednesday here. So it's Tuesday for you. Yes. We're not Thursday Josh yet. Well, for some of you, it is already Wednesday. If it is past midnight now. Well, in a couple of minutes. In a couple of minutes, it'll be past midnight for some of you. And you'll be on Wednesday with me. So I don't know why I thought it was Thursday. I need to get a calendar. We need a calendar. All right, good to see you. Hey, Justice Jane, good to have you. Good to have you. All right, all right. So we have the title story, which is very interesting. This is not a new person being charged. I think we actually did this back in October. We actually talked about this fellow. So I'm going to show it to you. So here, his name is Stephan or Stephen, whatever you want to call him, and his wife Glenda. He is accused of poisoning her with rat poison by putting it into her tea. Now, here's a photo of Mr. Stephen. He is being charged with poisoning his wife after allegedly spiking her tea with the pesticide. But now, that was back in October. He is back in court. They say new court documents state that Mr. Wagner is now facing an additional charge of allegedly breaching an AVO. So an AVO is an apprehended violence order, and that's normally given in a case where there's some sort of threat to a loved one. Normally, they occur pretty commonly in DV cases, but you could understand why in this particular case an AVO may have been taken out to protect the wife. They are saying here, just don't put them together with Erin Patterson. You might end up with some rat/mushroom tea going around. They're saying a restriction specified in the order was allegedly breached in late October, weeks after he was originally arrested. Police believe the alleged poisonings occurred between December 2022 and September 2024 at the couple's St. Andrew's home. They say Mr. Wagner will remain in custody on remand, with an AVO taken out by police for his wife's protection. He is ordered to stay at least 1 kilometer away from her and where she works. So he's not allowed really anywhere near her, either at work or at home. And so he is accused of putting rat poison in his wife's tea. She nagged him one too many times. Maybe. They say Deborah says how horrible the pain she must have gone through. Rat poison is nasty. It's a really nasty chemical. It'll like melt your insides and turn them to liquid, basically. Yeah, you go just after midnight. Now you're on Wednesday with me. Everyone started freaking out. I didn't take the rubbish out. Ping got the right day. I must be a day behind. Yeah, there you go, a rat. So I'm going to take you back to when this originally happened. Oh, actually, that didn't work. Good work, Ping. Actually, I'm going to have to. How am I going to do this? Why did it work like that? Oh, StreamYard's being a great fun tonight. Great fun. All right, there we go.
He specialised in science research.
It's about how to connect the present day into the future.
But behind closed doors, police say Stephan Wagner was conducting a sinister experiment on his wife, allegedly lacing her tea with antrid in an attempt to kill her.
I'd find it hard to believe. Because they got on well, they were all a nice couple.
A fitness fanatic, the 61-year-old couldn't outrun police yesterday following a tip-off from Glenda Wagner's family. He was marched out of their St Andrews home a month after his partner was rushed to hospital, seriously unwell.
She's been quite ill for a while, yeah.
The poisoning was prolonged. Police claim dating back to December 2022, the domestic pest control product consistently added to batches of tea. And as Glenda's health deteriorated, so too did Stephan's web of lies.
He said she was in the hospital and she has arthritis and she was just sick.
He said it's autoimmune disease.
Neighbours have told 7 News Stephan confided in them just days ago about how lonely he was, saying he missed his wife because they hadn't seen each other in weeks due to her ongoing health issues. He's now charged with intent to murder.
How is Mr. Wagner holding up?
Sorry, there's no comment.
Did the charges come as a shock to him?
While he remains behind bars, family and friends have been moving his wife out of the home where she almost lost her life. Annie Puller, 7 News.
Well, they will know if she moves away, and she's been away for a period of time now, and she magically gets healthy, you'll know that that's exactly what was happening. April B says, sick and twisted weirdo, keep your science in the lab, sir. Yeah, I agree. Carlisa, good to see you. Do they make a wife rid? They do. It's in the same bottle. Rachel said, how terrible. He has something seriously wrong with him. Sounds like he wanted to get rid of his wife. For what reason, I don't know. But some people get hooked on like the sympathy. So, oh, you got a sick wife. Oh, let me bring you a cake. And, oh, let us help you out with this. And, you need anything. You just ask. And some people get really attached to that type of, attention. And that could possibly be the motive. It could have been that he was looking for another woman. Who knows? I don't see a motive listed in this particular article. But hey, it wouldn't be the first time a older gentleman, I'm only 20 years from that, it's not that old, 61, has been looking for a newer model, wife. I wouldn't be surprised. They're saying here, on his LinkedIn profile, Mr. Wagner described himself as a semi-retired businessman who worked at the Department of Industry, Innovation and Science up until March 2023. He'll next appear in court the 5th of February this year. So he's going to be back in court in a few weeks' time. Sounds like he was trying to contact his wife from jail. So the only way he could breach that AVO, being that he is in remand, is he must have been trying to contact her via letter or telephone or something, because there's no way he could get within 1,000 meters of her in the real world because he is on remand. Let me see here. They're saying he is accused of putting the rat poison in her tea, causing her to become seriously ill. He was not required to appear in Campbelltown local court today when his matter was adjourned for a further 2 weeks. The court was told Mr. Wagner is expected to enter a plea at his next court date in February. They're saying, however, court documents state Mr. Wagner is now facing that additional charge of breaching an AVO. Yeah, that's it. We don't know exactly what that breach of the AVO was, but being that he is remanded in custody, he can't have physically got to her. So I suggest it was probably a phone call or something. He was tired of the honey-do list. My honey-do list is like 1,000,000 pages long, and I never end up getting to the end of it because new things get added every day. It's just forever. It's what you do in sickness and in health and in honey-do list. That's what it is. That's the vows you take. Hey, Catatonic, good to see you. Marilyn Landis, he should meet up with Erin Patterson. I hope not. They'll combine to make some sort of very evil dinner party of tea and, beef Wellington. It'll be the most poisonous dinner party ever. You can't drink the drinks and you can't eat the stuff. Deborah says, don't poison Mrs. Ping. She's more likely to poison me one day. Evil said, did you hear about the teen female was kidnapped and held in a basement and tortured by friends in Akron, Ohio? I don't know. We do a lot of stories from Akron, Ohio. I feel like every second story we do is from that area. I don't know, but we can look it up in a minute. I have other stories for you. I just wanted to bring you that since apparently we like to follow stories that are about people trying to poison other people. And I thought you'd find that interesting in regards to Erin Patterson, who must be getting ready for her big day in court soon. She must be getting very excited. By the way, yesterday we spoke about that video of the friends on the hiking trail in California, how people are like, oh my God, they're the people who started the fire. Well, today, more people are pointing fingers at random people. Now, there's a video out. I don't know if you've seen it, but I thought I would show it to you since we talked about the other one yesterday. If I can get this video to stop playing. Here. So they're saying at the Topanga Canyon, a resident confronted a suspicious lone hiker amid concerns arson is the ongoing cause of the Palisades fire. And if you listen to it, he's like, mate, what do you got in the backpack? And the guy's like, oh, yeah, I don't have any lighter fluid. It's very suspicious. All right, here. Go back to the start.
Suspicious. I'm just going to let you know that, You're hiking around with a backpack in a fire zone, following a bulldozer who's the last man out of here, It's a little suspicious, bro. What's in your backpack?
Basically traveling kit. Definitely not any like lighter fluid or anything of the sort.
That is a very odd answer to give. You could say anything. Oh, I've got marshmallows to roast on the bushfire. I have a sleeping bag. I have a giant coyote. There we go. You could say many answers, but saying something like, oh, I definitely don't have things that can create a fire, probably not the most clever answer to give someone who is already a little suspicious of what you are doing. But yeah, a lot of finger pointing going on in California, especially stuff like this. Don't worry about her. But yeah, apparently this footage was handed into TMZ, always the pinnacle of news reporting. They say police are investigating after footage emerged of a Topanga Canyon resident confronting a suspicious lone hiker. Gotta worry about those lone hikers. Amid concerns arson may have been his goal. And they're saying the resident also questioned the man over the contents of his backpack. Yeah, definitely not any lighter fluid. Seems like an interesting thing to say. Anyway, I thought I'd bring you that very briefly because it's been doing the rounds in Australian media today. I don't know why you would say that, but okay. Evil said, well, the guy said he looks sus because he's hiking with that backpack. I've never seen anyone hike with a backpack before. That is abnormal activity. That is very, very strange. Why would you have a backpack? Sorry, I can't keep it up. I don't know. Most people carry things when they're hiking. Deborah says, Stephanie Lazarus. Yeah, I saw your comment up here. What did it say? She's up for parole. Didn't we just get through with her parole? Didn't we just get done with that like last year? How many times did she get parole? Yeah, I thought we already dealt with that. I thought we were over that. She's back up for another parole hearing? Far out. Okay. Let's head to America. Where is my story? Ping, you gotta have it here. Okay. They say upstate murder suspect arrested in Georgia, according to deputies. They're saying the Greenville County Communications Center received a 911 call on January 9th concerning a gunshot victim at a home on Neely Street in Old Buncombe Road. They say when deputies of the Greenville County Sheriff's Office arrived, they found a man suffering from at least one gunshot wound. That victim was ended up being pronounced dead at the scene. The Greenville County Coroner's Office identified the victim as a 65-year-old man named Timmy Moore. On Tuesday, deputies said Mackenzie Clarence Boykin, 48, was arrested on January 10th in Gwinnett County, Georgia. They're saying investigators said Boykin is accused of shooting Moore inside that Neely Street home. Deputies said a motive behind the shooting has not been determined. Sure, just randomly shoot a guy, no motive, just leave him to die on the side of the road. It's a little odd. Here, let me play the video.
New details at 11. The coroner has identified a man connected to a homicide investigation in Greenville County. We're told deputies were called to Neely Street just after 2 this afternoon. And when deputies arrived at the home, they found a man dead. The coroner has identified him as 65-year-old Timmy Moore. We're told he had at least one gunshot wound. No information on a suspect has been released yet.
Let me see if I can find a photo of Mr. Timmy Moore for you, because that would be a good idea, Ping. Can we find one for you? Aha, I do have one. He has an obituary here too. Let me load this up. 9th of January, that sounds about right. Here is Mr. Timmy Moore, the man who was shot dead, unfortunately. And it says he died January 9th, 2025 of Greenville, South Carolina. They're saying he passed away Thursday at his residence, born in Spartanburg County. He was the son of the late Ralph Moore and Evelyn Nesbitt Moore. They say surviving his fiancée of 15 years, Rhonda Moore, and his children. He had children, Shane and Trey, both of the same area. They said they say he has another son, Timmy Lindsay of Jonesville, South Carolina, and a bonus daughter, Sharonda also of Greenville, plus 4 siblings, Ralph, Charles, Barry, and Patty, plus 1 granddaughter, Elizabeth Lindsay, and a host of other relatives and friends. They're saying arrangements right now are incomplete. They are waiting on probably for his body to be released to the family. But he looks like a nice guy. I don't know why that woman would want to shoot him to death. A bonus daughter. I've heard this term before. It normally means an adopted child or a stepchild. At least that's my understanding of it. Normally it's a new word for stepdaughter or stepson. Don't know if that's how it applies in this particular one, but yeah, I've heard that for stepdaughter or something like that. Something like that. So I hope that is. You never heard it before? Yeah, I've heard it recently on a couple of different things. So stepchild, yeah. Normally a nicer way of saying it rather than, oh, this child I got saddled with because I married their mum. There you go. It's a bonus child. So yeah, he had a lot of family and friends. A lot of family. Mr. Timmy Moore seems like a decent dude. Can we find the woman? Wait, was there a Boykin on this list? Hold on. Boykin? No. Okay, who is Boykin? We're all Boykin. No. Okay, no jokes, Ping. Someone died. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this accused person. I don't think that's the right photo. He tried to show me a photo of a guy, but is it a guy? Mackenzie Clarence Boykin. Mackenzie could be a boy. 48. Don't have a photo. Mackenzie Clarence Boykin. Let's go to WSPA News. See if they. Nope, they don't have it either. No, I don't seem to have a photo of the person who was arrested, which is odd for South Carolina, because normally SLED will give out the photo. You have a bonus cat? Bonus cat. Guys, give me 1 second. I have to fix something. 1 second. Sorry about that. I was sleeping last night, and my elastic came out of my hair overnight, and I woke up and I had an eye full of hair, and it's been so irritated all day. Really bad. Terrible. It says here, April, stepchildren now see bonus mum and dad. It does sound better than step. Clarence is a male? Well, hey, I don't like to judge people. I don't like to judge. People can have all sorts of names, and they can mean all sorts of different things. Yeah, Clarence Boykin. I don't have a photo, though. It won't give me one, even when I go to SLED. It's giving me this photo, but it's not the right guy. I'm sure of it. Hold on, guys. Let me just double check. That's interesting. I don't know if this is the same person. How old were they? 31 years old. What year? 2009. What age did they give now? It was 48. 2009 was how many years ago? Yeah, that works. That is correct. Okay. I don't know if this is the same person, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. So apparently in West Columbia, this person with a very similar name here, Mackenzie Clarence Boykin, was arrested in 2009 for a home invasion. This is, October 29th, 2009. He was aged 31 at the time, and he's now, 48, which makes 16. Let's do some quick math because Ping can't do it. 16 plus 31. Good work, Ping. 47. Yeah, that, I mean, depends where birthdays are. It could be, a few months older. Could be a year older in his age. Yep, that sounds about right. There you go. It's the only photo I can find right now. Yeah, I gotta pull them out again. I gotta get my glasses again. Cascali said, can you say I have a bonus mum instead of a stepmom? Yeah, I think so. I think you can say that. Hey Glitter, Did you see what the FBI director told 60 Minutes in the FBI put out yesterday about sleeper cells everywhere? Public service announcement for threat of attacks. No, I didn't see that. The second photo, he looks me. I don't think the first photo is him. I think that's a different guy. Yeah, this one is a guy named Dennis James McLeod Jr. That is a different dude, but this guy could be the same one. He was 31 years old at the time. Back in October 2009, he was charged with first-degree burglary, assault, and battery with intent to kill, criminal conspiracy, armed robbery with a deadly weapon, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a violent crime and kidnapping. So they're saying back at this crime back in 2009, authorities say the two men entered a home on D Avenue around 7 p.m. on October 22nd, pistol whipped the victim inside the home, and attempted to rob them. However, officials say the suspects fled the scene when the victim's roommate heard what was going on and interrupted the robbery. They say Boykin was being held many years ago at the Lexington County Detention Center under a $160,000 bond. So, definitely not a stranger to law enforcement. Definitely not a stranger to law enforcement. Seems like he's had run-ins in the past. Hey, Moonlight View, I hope you're okay, my friend. I hope you're okay. Cat Scully says, yeah, yes, you can say that if you want. I didn't. FBI, let's see. Yeah, it definitely seems like he's got the police definitely know him. Yeah, sounds like he's got a well known to police, should be the tag on his file. Well known to authorities. All right, hold on. FBI. Let's see. Yeah, it was on this one here. I can't play it, unfortunately, because they are very litigious, the people at CBS. I can't play it. But they're saying the FBI Director Ray on threats America faces, decision to step down as that orange guy returns to the house that has a color. They're saying the FBI Director is stepping down nearly 3 years early because, well, I don't want to read that. What about the threats? We don't do politics here. They say the greatest long-term threat facing our country, in my view, is represented by the People's Republic of China, the Chinese government, which I consider to be the defining threat of our generation. They say, what has the FBI found about Chinese penetration, could have used a different word, of US cyber and infrastructure? They say China's cyber program is by far and away the world's largest, bigger than that of every nation combined, has stolen more of America's personal and corporate data than that of any nation on Earth combined. But even beyond the cyber threat, there's another part of the Chinese cyber threat that I think has not gotten the attention publicly that I think it desperately deserves, and that is the Chinese government pre-positioning on American civil critical infrastructure to lie in wait on those networks to be in a position to wreak havoc and can inflict real-world harm at a time and place of their choosing. Maybe that's where all the drones came from. And he says the Chinese have already insinuated basically put malware into critical American infrastructure. And he says that's correct. They ask, like what? And he says things like water treatment plants. We're talking about transportation systems. We're talking about targeting of the energy sector, the electrical grid, natural gas pipelines, and recently we've seen the targeting of telecommunication systems. Sounds like they're worried about some sort of warfare that won't happen on the ground in a country, but will happen through online, and it'll be very difficult to, fix quickly. There was a pipeline attack a few years ago, and it took them months to get it working again. Do you remember that? Was it in Carolina? Hold on. Can't remember if it was in Kentucky or... Yeah, the Colonial Pipeline. That's it. So they're talking about something like this, but maybe not a ransomware, more like malware. Let me see. Colonial Pipeline. Let me see if I can find something that'll talk to you about it. Yeah. Let's go to CNBC television very quickly.
Welcome back to Squawk. The largest U.S. fuel pipeline is now the victim of a ransomware attack. And Brian Sullivan has the latest on the Colonial Pipeline and the impact on the energy market. Good morning to you, Brian. It's been quite a weekend.
Yeah, it certainly has, Andrew. Thank you very much, and good morning. I know you guys hit it right at the top of the show, and why not? This is America's energy artery. Arguably, it is the single most important pipeline in the United States. We have millions of miles of pipeline, but none carry so much fuel to such an important area. There's the path. Basically, this takes oil and gas, jet fuel, refined products from the Houston and Louisiana areas where they get crude oil, refine the products, and brings it up the East Coast. A lot of it gets taken off in Georgia. The green are the arteries, the kind of the branches, the yellow, the main pipes comes up through Virginia and New York and New Jersey. Let's put this into perspective. We're talking about 45% of the fuel product used on the East Coast comes via the Colonial Pipeline.
So I'm pretty sure they actually paid the ransomware to get it back online because they couldn't figure out another way around it. Other companies have not paid and had to basically wipe everything and build again. So this is a ransomware attack. It's different from a malware. Malware is used to gain entry, could be destructive, or could be used in a way to take over, the targeted system. A ransomware is slightly different. You want the person to know that the attack has worked. That's how you get paid. So you'll get a pop-up or something saying, hey, we've taken over your system. We want you to pay. A malware, you want to lie in wait. And that's what they're talking about on the other article. You want it to lie in wait and wait until the timing is perfect and then take advantage of your access to that particular network, company, telecommunications, whatever. So that's the threat they're talking about. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Colonial paid. I'm pretty sure they paid a lot of money. It was something like, 20 million something. So if that's what they're worried about, that's not a good thing. The FBI and DOJ announced a court-authorized operation that removed Plug X malware from thousands of computers in the US and abroad. Yeah, I just brought up that DOJ statement. I was just about to go to it next. Hold on, if I can figure out where I put it. Got too many things open. We did that. We talked about Timmy. Where's my DOJ? I just had it. What's going on? Here, I'll just redo it again. Fine. All right. What is it here? The FBI and Department of Homeland Security are issuing this PSA, which is a public service announcement, to highlight a potential public safety threat from violent extremists in response to the New Year's Day attack in New Orleans, Louisiana, as well as any potential threats to the U.S. They say we will coordinate with our state and local law enforcement partners to ensure they have the resources and information necessary to keep our communities safe. The threat here, it says the FBI and the DHS are concerned about possible copycat or retaliatory attacks due to the persistent appeal of vehicle ramming as a tactic for aspiring violent extremist attackers. Previous attackers inspired by foreign terrorist organizations, or FTOs, have conducted vehicle attacks in the US and abroad. They have used rented, stolen, and personally owned vehicles, which are easy to acquire. Some have used additional weapons such as firearms and knives to attack individuals after the vehicle has stopped. Additional attacks may attempt to conceal or pre-position improvised or IEDs to supplement a vehicle attack, which they did in New Orleans, but it didn't go off. He put eskies or chili bins or whatever you want to call them all on the street that had explosives in them. They say targets have included pedestrians, law enforcement, military, and crowded public venues, including festivals and commercial centers, which generally are accessible from roadways. We ask that the public remain vigilant regarding possible copycat or retaliatory attacks and report any suspicious activity to law enforcement. They're saying you can do that via these different contacts here. Yeah, it sounds like there must be some sort of chatter that they're hearing. Normally when they release a statement like this, there's something in the background that they can hear, what they call chatter, and they can hear something or getting intelligence on it, but they can't quite figure out where it's coming from or if it's a genuine threat. So that's probably what's going on here. Sean said, ask yourself why the Chinese state own the largest camera company in the world. Who's the largest camera company in the world? Is it Canon? Is it Nikon? Who's the largest camera company in the world? Hold on. It says three different answers. Could be Panasonic, could be Fuji, could be Nikon, Sony, Canon. Who would be the biggest? It says here Sony Group Corporation is the largest photography company in the world. I don't know who the other one might be. Who would be the biggest? Who would? Oh, is it Ryko? I know Ryka or Ryka, whatever they're called. They got taken over. According to the Nikkei index, cumulatively 70% of the market is held by Canon. So I don't know. I have to check the chat. What did Sean say? Hikvision. Sounds like something you might find in Louisiana or Kentucky. Okay, I don't know. Let me look up. CCTV. Okay. It is, yeah, Hikvision. It really does sound like something you might find in the backcountry of the USA. What does it say here? Oh, we don't want LinkedIn. Go away. All right, here, let me look up this specific company. Not that way. Where's their Wikipedia? They don't have one. Look how secretive they are. Wiki. All right, so it's from Hangzhou, and they're saying, is a Chinese state-owned manufacturer and supplier of video surveillance. Well, you look at how many bloody cameras they have in China and how they track their civilians. Makes sense that you'd own the company. It really does. I mean, they make so many bloody cameras. What is their largest export? Here, in 2021, Best Buy, Home Depot, and Lowe's stopped selling cameras made by the company. The brand was called Easy Viz due to concerns about their complicity in surveillance and human rights violations. Probably also worried about like malware in the. So it's a big problem. When you buy a piece of technology that's not. Look, some of the big brands are not great either, but some of these, like you buy it on, I don't know, TikTok, the store on TikTok, or you buy it on eBay or Amazon, or, something like that, one of those marketplace type deals. You don't know where the software has come from. The software could be a guy in a factory uploading the thing to an SD card or a, onboard memory. It could be anything. And it goes the same for those type of like little IPTV, boxes that you buy for your television to turn your TV into a smart TV. Those two, the operating systems that are supposed to be Android are often compromised. They're often full of malware, and they often report home, what they call home. And they call home to a server somewhere in China, and you don't know what information they are sending back. You have to be very careful about what technology you buy, what it's used for, and if you plug it into your local network, and how much access you give it to your local network, because there is some very, very dodgy crap coming out of some of these countries. Deborah says, I remember my very first camera. I still have the very first photo I ever took, a black and white photo that I got developed in my dad's darkroom. Your dad sounds like a cool person. Sean says they can backdoor all IPv. Yeah, yep, they can. Yeah, you got to be careful with any type of technology that you don't like. Even some of the big companies have been busted for leaving backdoors in their software, including Ring. So you guys all know Ring doorbell. They got busted for, I can't remember if it was they had a backdoor or their employees were able to access like everyone's recordings. Everyone's. So people, getting it on with their wife on the couch and stuff like that. They had all of it. So you have to be very, very cautious about technology. Don't just plug things into your network at home, into your router, or connect it to your Wi-Fi. Be very cautious. They have an open gateway as a default, so you have to change it to like a secure IP. Yeah, that's interesting. Or they probably leave something open, so it's probably a generic gateway address. It's not randomized, so it's probably pretty easy for people to guess. So it's probably like a 127 with like 000, where it's, oh, that's your local, but something like that where it's well known, instead of using a randomized IP address, which is much harder to guess or to make a program to access because you don't know the IP. That's where randomization, that's where VLANs and things come into. Sean says yes, and if you don't know, you're vulnerable. It's like people with routers. Often people don't change their login for their router. I have literally logged into like neighbors' routers before, not now, but when I was younger, with admin username, admin password, straight in, and I've been able to change everything. It's you got to change your passwords and your usernames. They use 000 as a password on the device. Yeah, it's most routers come with admin. You're supposed to change it. Yeah, so just be cautious. And yeah, not surprising that they own one of the largest companies for CCTV. That's a pretty cool camera though. What is this? A something stupid citation. A thermal? What is it? Gave me the thing before. Come on. Stop zooming in. Get me out of this. How do you get out of this? Oh my god, it zoomed in even more. What is going on? There you go. It's something like a thermal camera. That's what it was saying anyway. Pretty awesome. It has a little windscreen wiper. Look. It can clean. I don't know if that's what that is, but it sort of looks like it. Pretty cool camera. All right, there we go. Enough about threats facing our networks, but yeah. It's sort of like Huawei or whatever. Huawei, the company, they're banned from government things too. You can't have a Huawei device on any government contract or whatever. Not allowed to have that either. Hey Carolina, how have you? Yeah, what? Where did you go? Tell us. Where'd you go? Are you avoiding us? Did I spell your name wrong? Did it upset you? All right, let's go back to true crime. All right, that was very interesting. I like that stuff, but I know you guys may not appreciate. Hold on, where's come? Okay. All right, let's go back to true crime. Unfortunately, I don't have an update about that girl, that one we were talking about yesterday in Carolina. Pretty sad. I wish we knew who the identity of the person of interest was, but we unfortunately don't. Hold on. All right, I'm going to bring you a story, but I don't know how to pronounce any of these people's names. So you're just going to have to trust Ping, okay? If I can get this story up and running. All right. So they're saying here 2 Odessa residents are being held in the Ector County Jail on multiple felony charges after authorities said an investigation revealed they SA'd a 1-year-old girl and sent videos of the assault to one of their mothers in Russia. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety reports released Monday, Homeland Security received a I don't know how to say that word, but it rhymes with the word corn, but it has a P in it, and sometimes it can be graphic. So there you go, that type of media file from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They're the people who do the Amber Alerts. On December 27th, after the National Center received a tip from TikTok, they say special agents determined the email address associated with the TikTok account belonged to this 22-year-old woman here. They're saying agents using the same email address found a Facebook account and I don't know how to pronounce any of these names, but her last name is Hernandez, 23. After as suspects, they identified them as suspects. After seeing Facebook photos of her and Lara Hernandez, the baby celebrating the baby's first birthday, according to the report. According to reports, when special agents, this is Lewin here, Hernandez, or Lewin, something. They're saying, according to the reports, when special agents went to speak with them, she admitted to performing oral sex on the baby about 50 times. What? What the hell? What is wrong with people? What the hell? I can't even reconcile that in my head about how that works or why you would do that. The hell? They're saying she also admitted to recording this fella down here sexually assaulting the child at her former apartment on Harless Avenue and sending the video to her mother in Russia. Why would you send that type of video to your mother? Like, did your mum request them? She's like, oh, that's what I really want to see. I want to see some, CSAM material. That's what I need. I need some of that in my life. Like, what? The hell? They're saying the media file the agents have in their possession shows Lara Hernandez performing oral on the child. The pair were arrested on January 3 on suspicion of aggravated SA, possession of CSAM material, and possession of more CSAM with intent to promote it. Both are being held in the county jail on an immigration or an ICE, so they got an ICE hold, and a surety totaling more than $180,000 for bond. I don't even know what to tell you, except for the hell is wrong with some people. Like, for real. What? I don't understand how that works. Or why. What is wrong with people? I don't get it. They're saying the Odessa couple accused of videotaping essay of 1-year-old child. There's nothing here about a motive or why, or were they selling the video to people? Why would you send it to your mother? They said that the agents, special agents, found on a Facebook page of them celebrating the baby's first birthday. You have to wonder what celebrating means to them, because I'd be shocked if you posted that on Facebook. But, you know, these people seem to have a different idea of what celebration means. Well, for a child anyway. That is just, I don't even know how to quantify that into words. How do you do that? Rachel says money is my guess. How do you do that to your own kid? Yeah, find that woman in Russia. Like, why would you send that to a woman in Russia? Like, is that something you want your, like, the grandmother to see? You're like, look, strong as ox, 1 year old, does male adult things. No, no. Angela says they have lots of dark web sites run from Russia. Ugh. Far out. Yeah, mum needs to go to jail, boyfriend, grandma, anyone. And that child needs to be taken away and given to someone who can keep it more safe than this. You know, I often don't advocate for foster because I've had a bad experience, but it can't be as bad as that. I'm gonna have to find somewhere for that baby. Don't give it to any family member. They're saying, according to reports, when special agents went to speak to them, she admitted to it. She admitted to performing the oral act on the baby about 50 times. It's like a daily exercise. What the hell? This ain't Pilates. You don't need any yoga pants for this, or you might, but not for a baby. Like, what the hell? Also admitted to recording Lara Hernandez sexually abusing the child at her former apartment, sending the video to her mother in Russia. So what? She could upload it to their potato-run internet? Like, I don't. They were arrested on January 3rd on suspicion of aggravated SA, possession of CSAM, all those charges. I don't know, guys. That is freaking weird. There are some just evil people in this world. Here you go. Here's a photo of her. Here's the lady who decides to give oral stimulation to a child and thinks it's all good. 50 times. Not once. Not a mistake. Not like something like that. We're going to have to, how can we get this person out of the country? I didn't say whether they've got an ICE hold. So if you have that, that means you're not a citizen because it's a deport thing. The baby, on the other hand, is only 1 year old. You could possibly be a US citizen because it was born in the country. Yeah, you might be right about that. Hopefully the baby won't be deported. I hope so. It doesn't say here whether any kind of nationality or anything like that. I don't know. What's going on with the world? Like, I thought I read some pretty messed up stories before, but that might be one of the worst. Someone get the cattle thing. You know the cattle thing from No Country for Old Men? Get it and give it to those two. Just to push like that and just put the bolt through their head. They don't deserve anything else. All right. I need something different compared to that. Very different. Let's go to southern Utah because that's where we can trust to find normality. Utah, Salt Lake City. Ask Trish how much normality there is there. Let's go to Utah. What do they say? Decomposing human remains found near southern Utah hiking trail. Always like to find some human remains. Human remains were found near a hiking trail in southern Utah over the weekend. Authorities say it appears to have been there for quite some time. The Washington City Police Department said the remains were discovered on Sunday by a hiker near Bone Wash Trail and Elephant Arc hiking area. The hiker reportedly found them and contacted police. Wasn't there a guy missing out of SLC that was like a big campaign? I wonder if it's near the same area. They say police responded and confirmed what the hiker found were indeed human remains in various states of decomp, indicating they had been there for an extended period of time. Detectives identified the remains as belonging to a male and sent them to the medical examiner's office. The individual's identity has been confirmed and their family has been notified. The police department said, however, the name has not been released as of yet. Officials added there appears to be no signs of foul play. That's not the phone call that, well, depends how long they've been missing, but it's not the phone call the family wants, but also the phone call that the family desperately wanted. So it's like a double-edged thing. They do want that phone call, but they also don't want that phone call. Very sad to hear that, but at least they know what happened to their loved one now. And then let's see if we can play. Is this a video? Let's have a look. Oh, it's one of these things. Hold on, people. It never plays. It'll tell me, yep, it'll spin like this and then never play. All right, I can find it. What news station was that? Fox 13 now. Okay. Do they have a YouTube? Yeah, Fox. Yeah, Utah. Okay. Give me 1 sec. I'll find the video since it won't play on that website. Let's go. What are we looking for? Looking for a hiker. A hiker that was found dead. Well, a hiker found human remains. It's not the same thing. So they didn't release the video onto their normal thing. Hold on. Don't know why. They normally do. All right, we have to do it this way. No. No. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Hold on, today. It's not working with me tonight, guys. I don't know why. My search results are coming up really weird. This is the only one. Okay, fine. We'll go to KSL, not Fox 13. This will show you where it's located too, even though it's a very short video.
Washington City Police say they are investigating the discovery of human remains. On Saturday, a hiker reported the remains near the Bone Wash Trail and Elephant Arch hiking area in Washington City. Detectives say the remains have been identified and family has been notified. At this time, the medical examiner's office is determining a cause of death, but do not suspect foul play.
We'll have to look it up. What's it called? Elephant Arch. Circle of Death. Yeah, it is the Circle of Death. Let me look up this Elephant Arch. They're saying, yeah, various stages of decomp tells me they've been there a while, but they may have been covered or something that altered the decomp, rate. Let me see. Okay, Elephant Arch hiking area in Washington. What is it? It's a Red Cliffs Desert Reserve in Utah. All right. Oh, it's like in the middle of freaking nowhere. Okay, it really is in the middle of nowhere. No wonder they were like, oh, we found a body. Where is it? Oh, it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. Yeah, this is the Bone Wash Trail right here. And this is probably the access road there. So you walk up through here. There's the trailhead up here. You might be able to drive up here, actually. Let's see. Maybe. And then there's the Elephant Arch up here. So it is very red sand desert. And yeah, they found it in the Bone Wash Trail. Did no one come here in like the last, 2 weeks since New Year's? Has no one come out here? It doesn't look like there's a lot of places you could hide a body, or where if someone died from, a medical episode while out hiking, you know, you would think you'd be able to find them if they were found up near. They said they were found here near the Bone Wash Trail. So it definitely has now a urban legend to it, because now they can really say we found the bones in the Bone Wash Trail, and someone did. They can be like, oh, a hiker found it. Okay, so that's the area. If we zoom out, I'll show you where it is compared to. See, there's the town. There's Washington, Salt Lake down here, and it's up in the mountains. So there you go. Yeah. Have to ask Trish. Where is this? Where's St. George? Trish, tell me where it is. She'd know where it is. Oh, there's a temple, St. George, Utah temple. Is that like for the? Oh, it is the Mormons. Okay. Had a feeling, just a inkling that might have been the case. You know, we've learnt a lot about them in the last couple of years. They didn't say. They didn't say. Four Sons' mom says, I moved to Southern Utah last summer. Guess where I live? Washington City, Utah. That's very funny, Four Sons' mom. That is very funny. Sean says, it is Utah after all. That's right. It is Utah. They said, what? Yeah, Washington City. That's right. If you zoom out, it's right down here. Right down here. There you go. Washington City. Hey, there's Four Sons' mom's home. It's over here somewhere. It's in this general vicinity here. Somewhere over here. You guys might be able to spot it. Out of these 5.6 billion homes. It's somewhere in this general area. Somewhere in this state. You might be able to see it. I don't know, Four Sons' mom, do you know anything about this Elephant's Arch area? Is it popular for people doing day hikes, or, you know, is there people that go up here daily to go exercise? Or it's interesting. Bone Wash Trail. There's really not much up here except for hiking. It doesn't look like, what's this actually? There's another one over here called the Grapevine Trail. Okay. But what's over here? Mini Arch Church. There's another trail. Okay. This one called Church Rocks Trail. Okay. And then a highway. You can have a highway. Free highway next to the hiking trail. So there you go. No idea. Other than that, I don't really know much about this Elephant's Arch. It doesn't say. We don't have an age. It just says, according to KSTU, detectives identified the remains as a man, just a man. He probably had a wallet. I bet you he had ID on him. And they contacted his family. Officials said foul play is not suspected. I reckon medical. Probably had a medical emergency and died. Happens so frequently. It's not even funny. Happens a lot down here. There's so many people that go swimming in the ocean, end up having a heart attack, and then die in the ocean. Happens daily down in Australia. And if you live near the water, you probably hear about it too, all the time. So I am guessing someone probably had some sort of medical episode, which is very sad. But no name given. Just that his family has been notified. Yeah, there you go. Detectives identified the remains as belonging to a man. Identity has not been revealed, but the family has been notified. Yeah, no name released at this time. Yeah, let me check one place. 7 hours ago. They say, human remains. Okay, the hiker whose remains are undisclosed, or the hiker that reported it has not been ID'd. Surprised no one was reported missing and there was no search for them. It's an ongoing investigation right now. At this time, though, the identity will remain private until further notice. So they are not going to release the identity. So all they confirmed is that it is a male. So I'm guessing the family doesn't want his name out there right now. Ah, thank you, Forsun. I appreciate it. April said, I wouldn't go hiking alone. Use the buddy system. Yep, they taught us it when we were 5 years old, and it still applies today. Use the buddy system, everyone. Don't be going up places without, someone to help. Don't be doing that. Give me 1 second. I just want to flip over my monitor. Hold on. All right, there we go. Let's see what else is on my list of stories to do. Let's see. All right. We could do that. Let's go back to our favorite place in the world, Texas, because we do so many stories out of here every year. They say a San Antonio man accused of offering $500,000 to purchase family's baby for organs. They say Jose Turan Jr. allegedly said he purchases babies for their organs according to an arrest warrant. Okay, let's play the video.
And a group text message leads to a bizarre chain of events, and now a man is in jail accused of offering $500,000 to a local family to buy their baby.
According to an arrest affidavit, Jose Terran Jr. reportedly told the father of the child he buys babies for their organs. And tonight, police say Terran is tied to another big story we covered this week.
KENS 5's Vanessa Croy explains the crime connection and how detectives cracked the case.
A series of text messages leaves a local family in fear for their lives. Police say Jose Israel Turan Jr. offered $500,000 to buy the family's baby, saying he purchases babies for their organs. The strange twist of events happened in late December when the child's mother sent a group text inviting family members to her daughter's baptism. Immediately after sending, the woman got a chilling response from a number she didn't recognize, asking the mother how much she wanted for her baby. Police say the mother blocked that number after responding, wrong number. But investigators say the unknown texter continued sending texts to the rest of the group offering to buy the baby. According to an arrest warrant, the man behind the mysterious text is Jose Turan Jr. San Antonio police say Turan was being charged with a misdemeanor crime for sending those bizarre text messages. But detectives say as they were writing up that arrest warrant, they figured out that Turan was already in jail, booked on an unrelated charge. On Monday, San Antonio police were called out to a road rage shooting off I-35. Investigators say the driver of an SUV shot the driver of a big rig in the leg.
Someone who is tweaking and sending messages on their phone after smoking a lot of, ICE, I'm guessing maybe, or some CRACK, because he just seems like a nutcase. Like, he offered to buy a baby from a woman and then went driving and shot a big rig driver in the leg in a road rage incident. What the hell? All right, let's play the rest of this thing.
The alleged shooter was identified by police as Jose Turan Jr., the same man accused of trying to purchase a family's baby. According to that arrest warrant, when Turan was questioned about the bizarre text messages to the family, he admitted to being the sender, telling detectives he thought the message thread was spam. Turan is now in jail facing 2 charges: the purchase sale of human organs, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Vanessa Croy, KENS 5.
Okay. Yeah, he is definitely evil. Glad he is behind bars already, and he just seems like a tweaker off his head. Do you think that guy has $500,000? I don't think so. I think he's been smoking too much of his own supply. Yeah, because then he goes on a road rage incident and shoots someone. They said here. They said by the time detectives had traced back the number, he'd already been arrested for that road rage shooting that happened on Monday on I-35. When investigators say the driver of an SUV shot the driver of a big rig, that alleged shooter was identified by San Antonio police as Tehran. So, yeah, so he's in jail, thank God. I don't think he's been watching too much Taken or something where they bid for women in a haram or something. Yeah, that's right. You don't have to be smart to be a criminal. That is definitely true. Hold on, guys. Sorry. It's about that time of night where I start getting messages from someone. Okay. Let me see what else we can find about Mr. Tehran. Jose Tehran Jr. God, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. All right. Let's go to KSAT. Let's see what they have. They say man charged in road rage shooting tried to purchase / harvest organs, according to the SAPD. They say he offered to pay $500,000 for a 9-month-old baby. They say he's been charged with prohibition of purchase and sale of human organs in addition to 1 count of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon from Monday's shooting. They say on December 30, he was mistakenly added to a group text message of family members discussing the details of a 9-month-old baby's baptism. Yeah, I reckon he was just tweaking and saying dumb crap. I don't think he actually was going to buy a baby. But now he's got himself in jail, so they say the 9-month-old father called Tehran, who said he purchased babies for their organs and was willing to pay for the baby in cash or Bitcoin. All right. They say Tehran was willing to meet the same night for the purchase and confirmed he knew the address of the church where the baptism was scheduled and their home address, which was sent earlier in the group thread. I still think he was off his face. Yeah, let's see.
A man arrested for a road rage shooting is facing separate jaw-dropping charges. He is accused of trying to buy a 9-month-old baby and harvest the child's organs.
This whole thing is bizarre. This is Jose Tehran Jr. Police say Tehran shot the driver of a semi-truck on Monday. We reported on it along I-35 in Thousand Oaks after a road rage crash. But before that, back on December 30th, San Antonio police say Tehran was mistakenly added to a group text chain about the baptism of a 9-month-old. An arrest affidavit states Tehran responded to that thread saying, quote, "That's a nice Caucasian baby. How much you want?"
The affidavit says the baby's father then called Tehran, and Tehran told him that he purchased babies for their organs and was willing to pay in cash or Bitcoin. Tehran allegedly told the father he knew the address of the church and the family's home address. When police questioned Tehran about these text messages, they say that he told investigators he thought the group text was spam. He's now charged with prohibition of the purchase and sale of human organs.
What kind of spam is offering to buy babies? I've not seen that type of spam before, have you? Not me. Sounds, yeah. Does he have any money or Bitcoin? Yeah, that's the interesting thing. No evidence. Like, do they have evidence of him actually having that, like finances to be able to fund that, so-called buying of the baby? If you can't prove that, that case falls apart very quickly. he might get done for like threats to the family, but like if there's no monetary backup there, how do you prove that case that he was actually willing to go through with it? I mean, it's intent, but very interesting. Letta says, why would he think that text was spam? I know, right? Oh man, every day I often get SMSs about babies, wanting to buy babies for organs. Happens every day in WhatsApp. Hey, good to see you. First time here. Hi, Ping. Hello. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Glitter says, oh, connections to people that actually do buy babies. Maybe he was just going to kidnap it. Maybe. I think I like, who set it up here? Yeah, Glitter says he was probably going to kill the parents and kidnap the baby. And yeah, I definitely think their life may be under threat. Like if they had backed down, they may have had a home invasion or something. I agree about that. Who's messaging me? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. First time here. First time. Don't make it a last time. Hang out with us again. Yeah, I don't see anything else about Mr. Jose. Mr. Jose. Let's see. KSAT, man offered. Yeah, let's go to San Antonio Express. There's a photo of his orange best, his Sunday best outfit. He's accused of shooting that semi-truck driver. Yep. He was involved in a collision. Yep. You know, it seems awfully bold to send a message while in a group chat with like millions of other family members. It's not like all the family members are going to be like, oh my God, it's the opportunity of a lifetime. Tell him yes, we'll sell the baby. Like, no, it just seems like a terrible idea. Tarrant and telling you that he was interested in the child, he was willing to pay. Yeah, so apparently after they got those messages and after the father tried to message him back and he's like, yeah, I'll buy it out of Bitcoin or money, they contacted the police out of fear for the children's safety. They said she had been checking her street for unknown vehicles and taking extra precautions when her children played outside. They also stopped taking evening walks through the neighborhood as a precaution. As detectives were typing up the search warrant, they realized that Tehran had been detained in connection with that shooting on I-35 the day before. Tehran told detectives that he thought the message thread he received was spam. The detective noted that it was unknown why Tehran continued sending messages, even though the mother told him he had a wrong number. Yeah. They say under Texas Penal Code Section 4802 defines the prohibition of the purchase and sale of human organs. A person commits an offense if he or she knowingly offers to buy offers. There you go. There's the breaking of the law. You don't have to do it. You just have to offer. Offers to buy, offers to sell, acquires, receives, sells, or otherwise transfers any human organ for valuable consideration. So you just have to offer it. You don't even have to go through with it in Texas. You just have to make the offer. Bloody YouTube. There you go. It didn't post all of it. I don't know why. It told me, YouTube rejected your comment. This usually means they think it's spam. Try changing it a bit. No, I will not. You can't tell me what to do, YouTube. Yeah, so there you go. There's the Texas Penal Code that applies to this particular situation. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Mrs. Ping is messaging. Yeah, they can't tell me what to do. Yeah, pretty awful case. What's with the children cases today? Every case we've done every second one has been some sort of awful child case. Terrible. All right, let's head out to last story for the night, guys. Last one. Let's head out to, what county is this? Coopersburg. Where is Coopersburg, Ping? Ah, Pennsylvania. Not Transylvania, Pennsylvania. It's different. There's no Dracula here. All right. There might be, but not here. All right. Hey, stop that. They say we need justice. Husband charged with murder of wife found in dumpster in Coopersburg. And I'll play this little video for you, and then we'll go through some of the details for it, if it'll let me.
Coopersburg, Pennsylvania.
Shut up. All right, here we go.
Murder.
69 News reporter Sarah Madonna has more on the arrest and how the victim is being remembered.
A tragic discovery. The body of 39-year-old Lucretia Sumba of Elizabeth, New Jersey, was found in a dumpster in the 200 block of South 3rd Street in Coopersburg. Now her husband, 42-year-old Rolando Corte, has been charged with her murder. The Union County Prosecutor's Office in New Jersey states he was arrested on Sunday. According to the GoFundMe for Sumba, Corte is also the father of her 4 children.
I mean, we need justice for her because she was a mother. She didn't deserve any of that.
People working and living around where Sumba was found on Saturday reacting to the arrest. This man works at the motel in the area and did not want to disclose his name.
Everybody's around with the doors locked, and there's a lot of little kids and old seniors that that do stay here a long while. But yeah, we were all impacted by the news.
He says he feels for the family of Sumba, but is relieved someone has been arrested.
We could tell the people here that they can sleep more comfortable now. They don't have to worry about it because they were. I'm telling you, they were all asking me, have they come back? Have they told you anything yet?
On January 9th, Sumba's family and friends reported her missing to the Elizabeth Police Department after she did not show up for work the day before. On the GoFundMe page, it describes Sumba as, quote, a very hardworking woman raising her children with love and sacrifices. Corte is being held at the Union County Jail pending his first appearance. That's scheduled for this Thursday.
The husband of a woman whose body was found in a dumpster in Lehigh County over.
All right, there we go. Awful. A woman treated like trash, thrown into a dumpster. Not the type of New Year that we'd like to read about. All these people making New Year's resolutions. Right. How much of a creep can I be? Yeah, that guy's New Year's resolution was to be in jail. They're saying the 39-year-old woman of Elizabeth, New Jersey, was found in a dumpster in the 200 block of South 3rd Street in Coopersburg. They're saying now her husband, 42-year-old Rolando, has been charged with her murder, according to the Union County Prosecutor's Office in New Jersey, states he was arrested on Sunday. According to the GoFundMe for her, the accused murderer is also the father of the 4 children they share together. What are those kids going to think? Hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh, what have you? Give me a sec. I have to make a phone call. Sorry, guys. It's quicker than texting every 2 seconds. 1 sec. All right, sorry about that. We're back. Rachel says, I don't know what you're talking about. Angela said, I know cases are getting worse, but putting the person you said you love in sickness and in health in a bin is beyond comprehension. Yeah, I agree. What is with putting all these women in bins? I don't really get it. Like, it's really very disrespectful. Let's go back to that story. Yeah, sorry about that. It's so much easier just to quickly talk and then try to get everything sorted out rather than keep getting disrupted during the show and keep getting like SMSs like, talk to me about this, talk to me about this. And I'm like, hey, busy, hold on. Okay, let's try find her GoFundMe. Man charged. Yep, New Jersey mum of 4 slain in dumpster. Yep. I want to find her GoFundMe. There we go. So this is her GoFundMe here. Already raised $17,892 for the family. That is great news. Let's see. They said she spent some time working at Princess Nails, 155 Elizabeth Avenue, Elizabeth, New Jersey. Her former boss, Abigail, who became a close friend and supporter of hers, along with her co-workers, are raising more funds at the nail salon, honoring her memory and bringing a space for those who want to come in and donate to her children. That's crazy. Yeah, 4 children they shared together, according to the news report, that, her husband decided it would be a good idea to kill her and throw her into a bin. Yeah, Mama 4 co-workers become worried when she didn't show up to work. Then she was found dead in a dumpster. They said she died from sharp force injuries and that her ex-partner was arrested Tuesday, January 12th, charged with first-degree murder, according to the DA. They say an autopsy revealed that she died, sharp force injuries. Manner of death was ruled a homicide. Union County Prosecutor Office announced that Rolando Corte, 42, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder in connection with Sumba's death. The Union County Prosecutor confirmed to People that they were married. They said, born in Ecuador, she leaves behind 4 children. One is 21, one is 19, 18, and the youngest is 5. And they want to repatriate her back to Ecuador. They want to take her back to Ecuador. They said she had a day off on Wednesday, January 8th, and as usual woke up and took Danny and Eden to school. On Thursday, January 9th, when she failed to show up for work, her boss and co-workers started wondering where she was. They said it's very unusual for her not to show up to work or call to inform them if she was not going to be able to go to work. Her boss and co-workers called her many times, left voicemails, and finally went to her house looking for her. On January 9th, her boss and son reported her missing to police in Elizabeth. They're saying on Friday, January 10th, police came to her home and began a search. Police officers notified the family that the house was a crime scene and that they were not allowed to stay there until the investigation was over. Her children and her family and close friends, along with her boss and co-workers, were confused and not understanding what was happening at the time. In a statement obtained by People, the county DA says this investigation is being conducted by an out-of-state agency. There is no risk to the public at this time. They say Corte is being held at the Union County Jail. He's scheduled to appear in court on Thursday in a couple of days' time. It is unclear whether he has retained an attorney who can speak on his behalf. Yeah, they said that she was a very hard-working woman, including trying to further her education by getting her GED. So that's a hard thing to do, especially at her age, trying to get a GED. It takes a lot of guts and you have to swallow a lot of pride to go to school at 40 and be like, I don't have my GED. So what is for dinner? I don't know. It was more for her. She was like, what can I eat? What can I get? And I was like, you know what you can eat. You're a grown human. April B says, I hope they can get enough money to help her children for the future. $17,000 is not a ton of money. That might help with the funeral, I guess. I'm sure the community and her bosses at the Princess Nails will keep fundraising to try and bring in some more money. Hey, if you live in the area and you're a lady or a man, I guess, and you get your pedicures or manicures, or you get I don't know, the nails done. What are the nails called? Like the gel nails or the shellac or whatever. And you get them done. Maybe head down there, get your nails done, drop in a donation, help them out. I think that would be pretty cool. Where is it? I had a photo of it and now it went away. Here we go. There's a photo of her workplace. So it's at 1151 Princess Nails. Their phone number 908-351-6558. And they're at 155 Elizabeth Avenue, Elizabeth, New Jersey, 07201. So, yeah, head down there if you're in the local area. Get some nails done. Get a manicure. I don't know, get a Brazilian. Apparently they do waxing. Maybe that's your new thing. Maybe that's your new thing. I don't know. You can get a wrap. I'm guessing it's not a sandwich because that's what I think it is. Someone offered me a wrap. I'd be like, that's a pretty tasty chicken wrap. What it means in regards to beauty things, I have no idea. The only wrap I know is a sandwich. Other than that, what is that? Let's have a look. The hell is a wrap? I don't know what that means. Nail wraps? Is that what that is? Are they like? Is that like when you wrap a car in a different color? I don't know. Ping doesn't know. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I tried looking it up. No idea what that means. A body wrap. A body wrap. I don't know what that is. What does that mean? They wrap you in something? Does it make your skin good or something? They wrap it in oils or something? I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I have no idea. Mrs. Pink's just like, I need to get this done. And I'm like, sure. And I'm like, what does it do? And she's like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, all right. I'm like, does it make you look better or something? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, there you go. You can just do that. You can get money. I don't know what it does. She's like, I want to get my nails done. I'm like, all right. She's like, I have to get my hair done. I'm like, sure. I'm like, whatever you need. I don't know what it means. Don't tell me. Tell the lady you pay to get it done. Cellophane wraps. Okay. Seaweed and tartare sauce. That sounds pretty good. Like a sushi. Yeah. You could put like some fish. Have some tartare sauce. Some seaweed. Some rice. Sounds pretty good. Like a prune. Okay. We're just saying random food words now. Yeah, it's like a big elastic bandage over a cream or oil. And you're like a mummy. Huh. You pay for that? It's interesting. It's very vague calling it a wrap. Yeah, it is a little. Glitter said I had sushi for dinner. Don't eat raw fish. Yucky. Don't get the one that has the cooked fish. It's much better for you. By the way, my friend Marjorie, thank you so much for your donation. I saw it come through earlier. That is very kind of you, and I very much appreciate it. And Happy New Year to you too. It's very sweet of you. Glitter says, when I was in the salon, we did it with dipping the strips in paraffin wax and wrapping your skin with it. It's a moisture treatment. Sounds like something you put up new wallpaper with. You're like, oh, I have to dip the strips in paraffin wax, and then I'm gonna, new wallpaper in my living room. I have to, put them up on the wall. It's a wrap. It definitely is a wrap. Jojo says a girl I knew did those a lot. Full body wraps in the 90s. Huh. All right. I have to look at this now. What is it? Full All right, let's see if we can find a photo. Oh my God, what the hell? Huh. You, I don't know. You ladies and your skin treatments. Apparently this is what it is. It's like this, they wrap you in like cellophane while you're in your undies, and I'm guessing, I don't know. Why would you want this? It's almost like, look at this lady. It's almost like you're in a freaking, in a morgue. They're like, oh, we just got to wrap up the body, got to get this one down to the mortuary, got to get it down to the, the incinerator. They just wrap it up. We're done with our medical examination. Okay. I guess. Yeah, maybe when it's cold outside, you need to get wrapped. Glenda said they used to do full body wraps back in the day that would help you lose inches. Yeah, wouldn't it just take water out of your muscles? You could go on the salon's website and look at their prices. All right. What are they called again? Princess Nails in New Jersey. Do they have a price list? They don't even have a website. They have an Instagram, but they don't have a website. They do have a Facebook. No, this is a different one. This one's in Main Street. No, we want Alexandra? What town was that in again? 155 Elizabeth Avenue, Elizabeth, New Jersey. All right. Oh, do they have a price list? No, no price list. Can't do that. But we can go to Yelp. We can go to Yelp. Are they any good? Are they any good at their job? Some good, some bad. Oh, there's a lot of a lot of good, some not so good. This lady almost lost an eyeball. This lady looks like a cat lady. Oh my God, look at those nails. Holy crap. Oh, they're like weird French tips. They're like double-sided French tips or something. Interesting. That's an interesting effect with the black tip. There you are, okay. So it has some good, some bad. It's interesting that this lady who got injuries on her eyelids is the one photo that is expanded on their Yelp page. But yeah, probably charge you like $70. Glenda says, if you're so warm that it also helps if you have sore muscles temporarily. Interesting. Kayla says they aren't very good. Seems so. Glenda says, my daughter likes to get her nails long and pointed like a vampire. Like a vampire? I don't think I could do it. I can do it long, but not pointed. I can often do it long, but not pointed. It's a, 40-year-old man. We have issues. Marjorie said, those are coffin nails. Ugh. I don't want any coffin nails. They do one for the bus line. It's called a booby trap. Okay. I could think of many other names. Yeah, okay. Anyway, we should get back to the lady who died. Not making fun of nails. There you go. So I'm probably going to pronounce her name wrong, even though I just heard it in a video. Lucretia. So funeral and repatriation. So yeah, their family. They say here they're beyond grateful with all the people that have come together with such beautiful hearts to help out the family in a difficult time. We know that God will bless each one of you. That's what happens when you give money. You get all that blessing. And then they say they will be able to pay for the funeral and repatriation costs and to help. They hope to have some money left over to help her children in the future. Do they have any other updates here? Story. Whoa, that's the... Oh my Lord, I can't read that. Paragraphs, people, paragraphs. Like, they're very handy. That is a wall of text. That is... Yeah, I'm not reading that. Not in that format, anyway. They're just saying, yeah, the father was responsible for the death. There is currently an ongoing investigation. Unfortunately, this tragic, heartbreaking incident was very unexpected, and they're just saying they need the help. They want to give her an honorable viewing funeral and to bring her body home to her hometown in Ecuador. They're saying the funeral costs are very high and her children don't have the financial funds to cover these costs. Yeah, I would suspect that a 21-year-old, 18-year-old, and a 5-year-old probably don't have the financial cost to bury their mother. No. So it is very kind that the community is trying their best to... The community and the nail salon are trying to help them out with that. Yeah, it's a very long message. I ain't reading it. The children, yeah, poor kids, 4 children. And then you have to know that your dad killed your mum. It's pretty crap. It's pretty terrible. Hold on, guys. Just got to check on Mrs. Ping for a second, make sure she's alright. Yeah, she's alright. She's okay. Alright. Ladies and gents, I'm going to get out of here for the night. We've been on for about 2 hours. I will see you tomorrow for more True Crime with Ping. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. We have a court date tomorrow for Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They are back in court tomorrow in Brisbane, and they're going to, I don't know, apply for bail, something interesting. We'll find out tomorrow. And then there's more court cases that we got to catch up on. Bunch of people due in court over the next 24 hours. So tomorrow will be a bit of an update show. Update on cases we've been following. So that'll be a good day. And what else do we have? Hold on, guys. Bicep Brothers, is that what we're calling them now? We're calling them the Bicep Brothers. Yeah, sure, we can call them that. Oh, Banjo Brothers? Yes. No, not those ones. These are the ones who killed that woman in Brisbane, Australia. So, well, they're due in court tomorrow, Australian time. So I'll be covering that. As soon as they get out of court, I'll make a video and tell you all about what happened in court with those two. Deborah says, have a great night, everyone. Don't murder people or we'll have to talk about you here. That's right. You commit crimes, you're going to end up on Ping Show, all right? Don't end up on Ping Show. Don't hurt people. Be good people out there. And, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, hey? Peace out. Good night. Get a good sleep. Have a great Wednesday. Yeah, good night, Muffin. He's sleeping over here. He's on a little bed. We put a little chair with a bed just behind Dad here, and he sleeps just over here now, so he doesn't destroy my legs. Yeah, don't let me use you for content, because Ping will say very inappropriate jokes about you. You've seen it. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Don't threaten me. Yes. I'll see you later. Good night.